So, hello everyone. It's so lovely to connect with you all today. And let's talk about something many of us experience, but we don't always have a name for it. And it's called brain fog, right? We all have seen the poster. Yes. Like fog on a winter morning, everything is there, the road, the signals, the direction, but we just can't see it clearly. It feels like your brain is covered in clouds. Thoughts move very slowly, so you feel slow. You find it hard to think. You forget small details, small things. Focus feels out of reach. And you hear three sentences, but only one stays in your mind. What did you say? Like that. So you struggle to focus, right? But maybe it works for a few minutes, and then suddenly your mind starts wandering off and you forget what you were doing, what you were thinking. You start speaking and then suddenly silence. What I was going to say, you fall short of words. You forget what you were going to say, even sentences. You write an email, in the middle you are distracted somewhere and something else takes over, right? And the email remains half written. Sometimes it's not even about work. Someone says something to you that hurts you, or something happens that you don't like, and suddenly emotions take over. Now you feel charged, so charged that your whole system forgets that something important was to be completed at that particular moment. If it happens to you, please write yes in the chat box. What's happening here? Scientifically speaking, all this falls under the umbrella of brain fog. Forgetting names, forgetting where I kept my keys, everything, right? And remember, this fog is not your fault, right? Don't think that you have done something wrong or is it because of your age. No, it's not your fault. It's just a signal, it's just a sign from your brain. And your brain is saying, I need space, I need help from you, please help me. It's asking you to slow down, breathe, take your time, and to think about your thinking machine. And we will explore how to do that beautifully and naturally today in today's session. I am here with Mrs. Rama Shinde, a very renowned IB leader. She keeps guiding teachers, parents, even principals. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining here for today's very important topic. And I know in your heart you always feel passionate about helping people, and we are grateful for your help. So, ma'am, what do you want to add in this? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, Subhima, whatever you say, I resonate with it. So the brain fog is not a disease, right? It is not a disease. It is a sign and a signal from the brain. That is what I always feel. And it is saying, please take care of me. So I give you a big high five to say that, yes, many a times it tells us that please take care of me. Our brain keeps telling us. And therefore we are here to communicate and make everybody aware what is it.
It's like when your brain feels like full of clouds. You feel like you are awake but not clear. Like a light bulb, right? That is covered with dust. And your brain is working, but it's not giving output actually as per your potential. Right? So you want to make it shine. You need to make it shine basically. And that happens to all of us. Even most intelligent people, the most loving people, right? And sometimes our brain feels like a lazy elephant, right? Too heavy to move. And other times it's like goldfish, forgetting what happened 5 seconds ago, right? And that's okay. These are the signs your brain is asking for help, right? So, ma'am, what are your thoughts? And like, what have you experienced?
Yeah, it's a very common thing. What I feel is that it's a very common, and we all are, part and parcel of, suffering with this, all kinds of things, whatever you are saying. So brain is a fog when your mind feels full of clouds, what you said. Right?
Yeah.
Feel like you are awake, but not very clear, not at all, getting that clarity. It is like a bulb covered with lot of dust. This is what we can
Mm.
think
Mm.
about it. And your brain is
Yeah.
working because it is an invisible part, but it is not at
Mm.
shining. It is not giving that kind of a focused light. And this
Mm.
happens to all of us in day-to-day life. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Even
Mm.
the most intelligent, the most loving
Mm.
people are
Yeah.
also suffering because of this. And
Mm.
we really don't understand why this brain fog is
Mm.
happening. Why?
Mm.
What must be the reason? Because it
Mm.
happens at various age group levels.
Yeah. Mm.
Correct?
So it's not only that it's only in elderly people. It can be in anyone. It can be in children as well, in teens. Actually, they are suffering more from it. They are not aware of things. Towel is lying in front of them, but they are not able to see. Mom, where is my towel? Kind of thing, right?
Yeah, very true. Very true. So it's a very common thing. So there is no age group as such. But then what is happening, when we say that fog, when we use the word fog, right? What comes in front of our eyes, right?
Mm. Mm.
That blur image, right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
the brain fog can happen when we don't get a proper, I think so, ma'am, this must be the reasons. Like, we don't get a proper sleep well, right?
Mm. Mm.
Or we are worried all the time. The children are worried about their marks, examination, assessments, not completion of homework, remarks in the diary. That is what the world of children it is. And adult definitely too much of phone calls nowadays because it's kind of a, e-technology world. And, this is like when you drink too much less water.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, water is major cause.
Yeah. And there is no rest to the mind, ma'am. What I feel is that nowadays people want to be like, they are like, how we call it as a shopping spree, right? The simple way their mind is on the, something or the other, dwelling on something or the other. And there's no rest to the mind and the brain. Continuously running behind certain things, which we are, unknown also sometimes. So these must be the reasons of, and I think so scientifically also it is proven that these are the reasons of,
So we are not basically able to switch our mind from, like, all of us know sympathetic system and parasympathetic system. When we are relaxed, calm down is parasympathetic system. When we are active, going to do something is sympathetic system. So now we are not able to switch. Even in sleep, our minds are active. And it's like our brain behaves sometimes like housemaid. I'm going to village, I don't know when I will be back, right? And I think many reasons, apart from all these reasons that you told, long COVID has also impacted because we keep interacting with many parents, many people, and they say after COVID, my son is like that. After COVID, my daughter is like that. And then there are some hormonal changes also, when they come from childhood to teens, there are some hormonal changes. So many a times we observe that they are not able to sleep, they are scrolling, till late in the night. And also diet habit also to be blamed nowadays because our lifestyle has become such, right? And these things can make it worse. And in short, our current lifestyle challenges can be held responsible, if I say. So one mother I know, Rama ma'am, and all of, I want to share. I know one mother and she told me, I put milk on the stove and then I forgot. I only remembered when it was all over the kitchen and she felt upset. She, thought something was wrong with her. Then I told her that no, it's brain fog and you are not alone. You are not weak. Yeah. You need some brain care. That's it. So that is very important to understand that we are not sick. We are not there's something wrong with us. So if you resonate with us, all of you, please write yes in the comment section in the chat box so that we understand that is it happening with you also. You forget milk or you forget something else, kept something and you are not getting it, missing, chain of thoughts. Is it happening with all of you? At some time or the other, it might be happening, but frequency is not, we are talking about something, but is it happening sometime or the other?
it's very, very true. Whatever you said, Surbhi ma'am, the example which you gave it of a mother, right? It's a very, very common. And, this is like, we all forget. We all forget small, small things. Sometimes, it happens too often. And it's not like, we do it deliberately. Okay. But it is somewhere we have to be little cautious about it, that our brain is getting tired.
Yeah.
So you have to introspect your routine, right? Your lifestyle, right? Or your sleeping habit, eating habit. All these are the things which we ourselves have to be a doctor of our own health, right? And own brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Very true. Many people are resonating, ma'am. They're saying yes.
So, can you just give some signs, ma'am, so that we can understand what is happening with us nowadays, whatever you have experienced with many people, many teachers, many principals?
Correct, ma'am. Because in school also, when we work with large number of group of people, and we see that the teachers, when they're talking, they forget the names, okay, or they forget where they have kept the paper bundle. Also, it's very common. She keeps it in the locker, and then all over the staff room they will be searching for the bundle of the paper. So these are all common things. Then sometimes they are like when you ask them something, specifically any question, they stare at you and they feel like lost. So then you have to make that person very comfortable, because they also feel awkward that you have asked question and they're not able to answer, right? So they stare at you, they stare and they feel very lost. So their facial expressions you can understand. Sometimes they get quickly irritated. I mean to say, if you ask, or any group discussion is happening, the people get it. If their point is not being heard, they get quickly irritated, and that irritation is being showcased to everybody. Okay? Then you feel a little tired after, I mean to say, the face tells you that you're tired. Your eyes tells us that you are tired. The teachers, that freshness I don't see when they are, around, or even it is a common in the office scenarios also. And if you give anything to, to read them and ask them like, can you tell me what do you understand by this? So they keep reading and reading, but then they are not able to comprehend. So this happens, I have seen in high school children also. If you give any paragraphs to them and you ask them a question, if they are tired, if their brain is tired, they are not able to understand. It's not that they are not, they don't have a capacity, okay, but because of their, maybe a late night sleeping habit, or too much of working on mobile, using technology gadgets and all that, it happens. So these are the certain things, or I should say the situations which we see across.
Yeah. And whatever they are, like you are saying, whatever they learn, they are not able to comprehend. And when they are not able to comprehend, how will they apply? So in competitive exams, they struggle, right? So even if they are going to school, and after school they are forgetting, and again they are going to tuition, and then after tuition they are doing, but even then they need to revise 3-4 times in the exams, and in exams they again forget. So it's complete cycle, right? So let's do one small test we all can try. Okay. So let's give it a try, all of us. Ask yourself, what did I eat in the breakfast, right? Day before yesterday. Just think, what did you eat for your breakfast day before yesterday? And see if your brain says, let me try to recover. Write in the chat. Do you remember? So write in the chat, what did you eat in the breakfast day before yesterday? Are you able to recall immediately, like without any effort, because it's only day before yesterday? So jokes apart, Rama ma'am, I think let's not judge ourselves, right?
That's correct. We are not judging.
It's important.
It is not a judging, ma'am, but it is something which you need to learn to introspect. Correct? You need to peep within and check it.
Yeah.
Many of them wrote milkshake. They are writing yes. Okay, so it varies from everybody's opinion, or must have immediately remembered it. But
Mm.
these are the certain tests what you rightly said. So we
Mm.
are not judging. Let's not judge ourselves is a very, very important thing we should remember.
Mm.
And what I feel, Subi ma'am, the brain fog is not a laziness. Okay,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
something. As I said, it is not a disease. It is not a laziness. Okay,
Mm.
it is not a weakness also. Like some people, I have seen like senior people. They keep saying nowadays keep forgetting. So they feel
Mm.
it's like it has become their weakness.
Mm.
Okay,
So,
but
like, your mind has not become weak, right? That's what you mean to say.
yeah.
Your mind has not become lazy. It's your mind has not become weak. It's
Mm.
just that
It
it's
is
little
just
bit.
what is happening
Mm.
because of certain reasons, and the reasons we told, like there were reasons, too much of a thinking, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what I feel, it is like small whisper from their mind when they say that we need to understand that, please slow down, please take care of me. The brain
Mm.
is telling you, why it is happening to me. So rather than thinking about why it is happening to me, how
Mm.
can you learn to overcome, Sublima?
Yeah, and that's important. So, actually, we need to understand systematically and work on it in a very organized way, Ramana. This is what we do in our cognitive training for adults, right? Through Brighter Minds, we do cognitive training for adults. So, very systematically and in structured way, if we work on ourselves, right? So, let us take example of one basic thing, because there are several things we will not be able to cover in this small session. But let's take one example of most basic thing, that is breathing, right? So, your brain consumes 20% of your body's oxygen. That is proven. So when breathing is shallow, most of us nowadays are with shallow breathing, right? So when breathing is shallow, thinking naturally becomes foggy, and focus naturally fades, and mood will also start dipping in that case, right? If the breathing is shallow. So that is one thing you can observe. Rama ma'am?
Very, 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 very important thing, you have knocked at, ma'am, because when we don't breathe well, okay, our brain becomes like a fish out of water, gasping, restless, and struggling to survive. So, breathing technique is something which is very, very important. Yeah. But when we breathe deeply, okay, from your neck, right, we become like a dolphin, right? A graceful, calm, intelligent, and deeply connected to the rhythm of nature. How gracefully the dolphin jumps, right? This is
Right.
what I can resonate when you're talking about, because machli jal ki rani hai, right? Yeah.
Correct. And dolphins are among the smartest being on the earth, and they come up to breathe with intention. That is very important with them. And when they dive so deep with full oxygen and full awareness, right? And that is how we should live. Breathe with awareness and then dive into life. Because most of the time we are not even aware of our breathing. If I ask people whether your left nostril is dominant right now or right nostril is dominant right now, we are not able to understand. So why we are sharing that? Because if we are more aware, so that is first step, right? And then we have these different techniques, different activities that need to be done in a structured way, right? So we can learn many things from animals, right? So like Rama ma'am, turtle, right? It lives long. Why? Because it breathes very slow. If you see in nature, it breathes very steady, right? One breath every few minutes, and its brain stays calm like still water. And when we breathe like turtles, we invite clarity, not chaos, right?
Yeah. Very, very important to be, spoken to children also, ma'am. Right? So this reminds me, even a rabbit, okay, favorite animal of the children. Rabbit breathes very fast, and there are quick breaths. He's always alert, always anxious. But whereas when you look at the lion, the king of the jungle, he breathes very slow, because we know its strength, right? and it does not even waste his energy or panic. You can see how the movements of the lion are.
Yeah, mighty.
Ah, right? So when we
Mm,
breathe like lions, we lead
mm,
with calm, not chase with fear, right?
mm,
So people
mm,
need to understand and
mm,
concentrate on their breathing.
mm,
This will be a
mm,
wonderful
mm,
takeaway, ma'am, for today's
mm,
session, and even for
mm,
children, because when you give that, when you link it with the animals, they can
mm.
really connect it very well, and they will start looking,
Yeah.
at their own breathing habits.
Mm, right. Even for that sake, dog, ma'am, because our children love dogs, right? So
Yeah.
even dog, you see like how it breathes very fast, right? And see its lifespan. How much is the lifespan, right? So it is directly connected to lifespan as well. Your mind, your clarity, your lifespan, everything, so that the basic thing, breathing. And now, let's we also observe how we are breathing. So we all can try one technique, if all of us agree. If all of us agree, we can write yes. So I can just walk you through one technique. Let's see. Let's observe ourselves. So let's start. You can, yeah. So this is called 4-5-6 breathing technique, right? So in this 4-5-6 breathing technique, we will just observe ourselves how we are doing, right? And then after that, you can write your observation in the chat, right? So let's close our eyes, right? So for 4 times, we will be breathing in. For 5 times, we will be holding. And then for 6 times, 6 counts, we will be exhaling very deeply, gently, right? Okay, so let's do it and see how we do that. And then I'll tell you the test, okay? So just close your eyes, breathe in deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe out very gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Breathe in very deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe out very gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just observe yourself. Slowly open your eyes. Now write down in the chat. Write down in the chat box. When you were inhaling, was your stomach going in or out? How was it doing? Your tummy, so was it going inside or outside? So you can write in the chat. So when you are breathing in, your tummy should go out. When you are breathing out, your tummy should go in. So is it happening? So like for everything, there is, some system, right? So you can write in the chat. We have taken example of breathing, Rama ma'am, by the time people are writing, thinking, right? So we have taken example of breathing up to now, right? But like that, we not only need to know what all exercises and activities need to be done, but also how to do them and how much of what is to be done. Two other things. What is to be done, how it is to be done, and how much of what is also very, very important, right? And also we know that we are sleeping with restless mind nowadays. Even, in sleep, your mind keeps doing work. To-do list is a big list, right? So what we need is practical help to sleep and relax in a way, right? So your mind should go to very relaxed, deep state, in the sleep, which is not happening. So in our, cognitive training for adults, that support also we include, ma'am. So I'm very happy to share that, few people, even they could leave their sleeping pills because of, this particular support of need. And these are very natural methods, right? So one thing is that, okay, we know that, okay, now I need to sleep properly. My sleep should be deep. But then how? Children should focus, but how? We should do systematic things, but how? So this answer of how comes from this Brighter Minds training for adults, Rama ma'am.
Yeah, very true, very true. And what
Yeah,
I
like
feel,
that.
in a nutshell, what you are explaining, ma'am, right?
Mm.
Train your brain. This is important to remember, and the key is in everybody's hand. So you need to plan to invest your time, energy, and resources towards it. It will not happen just automatically, correct? It will help you to improve your efficiency and productivity in day-to-day life. For this you can get more output and yourself within a less time. So that is something
Yeah.
because time God has given everybody 24 hours. So how to be more productive is very important. And this is like I'm talking about which you give the training, that the cognitive trainings for adults and for the children under the umbrella of Brighter Minds, which helps the people to be more productive. Cognitive trainings I have seen, ma'am, which works well, to train your brain. It works to brain, work your brain faster, calmer, right? You become very, I must say that you become very confident of yourself, whatever you're doing. So that is also very important. Simple, like, brushing your teeth every day. We do it, right? How do we do it? Sometimes the people are doing it without any kind of I mean to say, not it happens just regular habit as such.
Yeah.
You need to brush it, but you're doing it automatically, it happens, right? The similar way, once you learn this technique, right, you will start using these techniques in your day-to-day life, which will automatically brush your brain invisibly. But then the proper training has to be there. It is a systematic, structured, because there are well planned activities. Now, simply when you asked everybody, breathing, where does your tummy goes in? And with due respect to everybody, some of them had given the answer, differently, correct? Like they're not sure of whether it goes inside or whether it goes outside. Like when you were reading the instructions also, counting was going on, people get confused. They're not able to follow it, right? You need the practice for that. So these are very, very common things. And I feel, Surbhi, that the people will get, if they go for this cognitive training, they will get that stillness, they will get that calmness within them, and that will really help them in lifetime. Because we see that many people nowadays suffer with blood pressure. This is very common. Sleeplessness, that tablets they are taking it. Not know what has to be, how they have to, tune themselves. This is something which can really help them right from the children till adult age group people.
Very right. So what we have done, Rama ma'am, like I want to share this particular part, that we have created one WhatsApp group. So I want to share the invite with everyone maybe, and you can join this and remain in touch, because we keep sharing things there. And also I am going to share one link for our YouTube, and there also we keep sharing many things about it, different content, different reels, long format. We are also coming up with different long format videos, and also these webinars. Please remember that every Sunday 7:30 p.m. IST we bring these webinars which are free for you. They are not free for us, because me and Rama ma'am, we keep working throughout the week, sometimes throughout the month, to bring the best for you, right? But we give it for free for you. Why? Because we want to create this awareness, so that at least you would start doing something, right? So that's why we are doing it. So please note down, 7:30 p.m. IST every Sunday. The link will remain same. You may or may not get email, you may or may not get WhatsApp invite, but it's okay. You put it in your calendar and please join that, because it's for your benefit that we are doing it. And I have shared these two links, WhatsApp link and also YouTube link. Please join, please join and remain in touch, because it's very important. We don't wait for big problems to come, right? We train early. It's like wellness oriented approach. Nowadays we are into sickness oriented approach, illness oriented approach. If I become sick, I'll go to the doctor. But COVID has taught us that wellness oriented approach is super important. Remain well, because in brain there is no quick fixes. If you say today that okay, I have started forgetting now what I can do, no, you have to start doing early. You have to train early, right? So we never reach burnout. It's super important. Rama ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, very, very rightly. You are pinpointing it that they need to, stitching time saves nine. Correct. So when the brain is foggy, life feels very heavy. But then when it is clear, you feel like, you can do the simple things and feel joyful. So happiness, to bring it in our life, is in your hand. Correct. And this, you can bring it rather than worrying about it, rather than thinking about what will happen, right?
Yeah.
Let us, learn to overcome. And this will definitely help everybody. And Subhi ma'am, this again tells me one more thing, like, this childfulness channel, where
YouTube channel,
channel where you keep uploading all kinds of things. And my close community people told me that in their free time they are listening to it and it is helping them. So many of them I have received such kind of a communication. We are happy that we are able to make a small difference in people's life.
Yeah. And that's the objective, ma'am, right? Because see, now medical science is so advanced, it says that everyone is going to live till 90, touch wood. And when you are adding years to your life, there should be joy. You should be self-dependent, first of all, right? You should not become dependent on anyone physically, mentally, emotionally, anyway, right? You have to be strong enough to, guide people, help people, but don't seek help for yourself. Help your own brain, right? And your mind wants to shine. It is ready to shine, right? And let's not rush it. Let's rest. Let's love it, because our brain is giving us everything, right? And cognitive training is like exercise, rest, everything in the right way and right quantity for your mind. How much of what is to be done in a structured way, it's important. Like in your diet, you know how to eat, how to exercise for your body. But for brain, we don't even think about our thinking machine, isn't it? Right? So just like we walk or do yoga for our body, exercise for our body, we must follow these practices, especially designed for brain too, because it's super important. Brain is working, that's why body is working, right? It is the boss of the complete system. Even if when you are sitting, when you are standing, that balance is also being maintained by brain. So it's super important organ, isn't it, Rama?
Yeah. It's like it is the keys in everybody's hand. Okay, like you need to be very organized in your thoughts and the actions. That is what I feel. And simple fun game exercises, then the puzzles, brain some kind of a brain teasers, right? Focused activities, these all will help the people. But these all activities you cannot plan by yourself. You need somebody who is expert, like cognitive coach can help you, right? Because if they take training once, okay, it's a lifetime investment for them.
Yes, for sure. That is for sure.
Lifetime investment of time, okay? And as you rightly said, people nowadays are living for 90 years, okay? More than 90 years.
More than that.
Make your life joyful and purposeful, okay? And not burdensome for the people around you. So let us start investing in this, rather than like last time also we had spoken about emotional bank, correct? So this is something which is a very important bank, which we have to think about it, that the deeper activities, how we can do it, and how we can improve our brain power from all the angles.
So the very important point actually you have said, ma'am, like we have our bank. Why we deposit money? Because when we need it, we will be able to use it. Similarly, in brain, scientifically, it is called cognitive reserve. you build your reserve so much that whenever you need it, it will be able to give you. It's like bank. Your brain is also like bank, right? So work on your cognitive reserve so that whenever you need that skill, it will come.
So, ma'am,
Yeah.
I was talking about taking a small steps, okay, towards it, which can bring, brain, that flashlight can come back, right?
Yeah. So basically, fog to focus. That's
Right.
what our objective has to be, right? So yeah, so there is one question from Vivek Singh ji. 4, 5, 6 exercises. Do we need to breathe using more of chest or more of stomach? So for this, because we wanted to do with stomach, we wanted to check whether it is going out or in. That's why try to do it with the stomach. This particular technique, try to do with the stomach and see how it is happening. When you are breathing in, is your tummy going inside or outside? So that you can understand whether breathing pattern is right. That is the basic thing. So from there we have to start and train each and every aspect because we love our brains, don't we?
Yeah. Mrs. Pallavi is saying, Pallavi Gaikwad, madam, any other breathing exercises are okay to do?
Yes. So yeah. So I just want to clarify that you already know many breathing techniques for your body, for your system, right? But I am specifically talking about the exercises for your brain. Those exercises which are important for different parts of the brain. So what we will do, we will come up with complete structured program for 1 hour in which we will tell you different breathing techniques which are important for your brain. Likewise, there are various exercises, brain exercises, different techniques, different detox techniques for the mind. So there are many things that we combine together in our cognitive training for adults through Brighter Minds. And we keep doing that online, so that training is available online. Many people keep joining us. Recently, I have finished one batch for doctors, Rama ma'am. And because doctors are really burned out, right? All the time they keep, meeting patients and then
Energy to
complete
the-
burnout.
Give their energy to-
Yeah. So it's very important program which we conduct for adults. It is called Cognitive Training for Adults through Brighter Minds. And there are various techniques combined into one so that in lesser time you get maximum output. So if you are interested only in breathing techniques, yes, sure. We can come up with that and in 1 hour we can teach you different breathing techniques as well. I have again shared the WhatsApp link so that you can join and stay connected. There we post, all these webinars. You can even access all the previous webinars in our YouTube channel. That's why I have sent the link for that as well. Just subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you keep getting, new videos as well.
Yeah, ma'am, another question is there. Miss Prerna is asking, are there any Brighter Mind sessions coming up for Magarpatta city? Yeah.
Yes. So you can start. So I can also share my number here. Please send us WhatsApp.
Yeah, you can share that number, ma'am, so that people can directly get in touch with you. Or they
Yes.
will simply send a message to you. You will get a call back to them.
So Rama ma'am, this is my personal WhatsApp number that I have shared. Okay, so you can please ping me on my personal WhatsApp number. We can connect personally. I can, take all your queries, all your questions, So whatever you want to know, whatever you want to discuss.
Yeah, there is one Soumya Raj. They're saying that for brain exercises, only breathing techniques or some other exercises are there, ma'am. So, yeah, definitely. No, ma'am, you can elaborate. Yeah.
So one-on-one you can connect with me. I have shared my number as well. We can connect and for all the different aspects, I can share what all can be done.
Yeah. Somebody is Asmita Tiwari ji saying can be shared in the Brighter Mind group. Okay. I don't know what.
Yeah, you can join WhatsApp group, but when you want to connect one-on-one, because if you want to connect for your child or for yourself, see, every mind is different, every brain is different. That's why we need to talk personally one-on-one, because once we talk, I understand you, you understand me, what is needed to be done, then I can give you different ways, right? I can give you different solutions. Generally we can tell that okay, these are the concerns, but what specifically you are looking for needs to be discussed, so that
Right.
it gives you the value. Because Rama ma'am, the objective of heartfulness techniques or brighter minds techniques for adults or for children, for teens or for youth, the objective is to help people. It's not just to complete the program and done and then say bye, it's okay. No, it's not like that. You see, in different webinars we keep inviting people who have completed 7 years ago, 8 years ago. All of them are in touch, right? So remain in touch and get the value consistently, so that the life can be changed. That is the purpose of Brighter Minds program.
Very true. It is. So that's why again and again I keep saying it's a lifetime investment.
Yeah.
And association also. Other thing, ma'am, Mr. Chandrakant Singh is there asking, like yogic breathing, we teach in heartfulness yoga. Yeah, very true.
True.
Very true, Chandrakant ji. Miss Anju Goyal is saying, ma'am, I'm a teacher, so please help me to learn more exercises for our students who are 11 to 15 years old. Yeah.
Sure. And I am very happy to share with everyone that Rama ma'am has been designing wonderful programs for various schools, not only for IB, IGCSE, CBSE, ICSE, you name it, she has it. I mean, she is master trainer for all the teachers, and all the teachers whom she keeps training have really given very encouraging, feedback to us. So she is a wonderful trainer, master trainer for all the teachers. So yes, for sure we are coming up something good for teachers. It will help you. So all the passionate teachers who really want to add value in their children's life, in their students' life, you should of course do it. It's real investment on yourself, which will build your skills, and then you will be able to give something what you want to.
Yeah, and definitely, ma'am, this is beyond academics, which you're giving it to the children. There are many schools who are associated with you, Surbi ma'am, where you are, giving them Brighter Minds program to the schools directly. The why we are doing that, the reason behind is that we want to change the community, right? We want to change the thoughts, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why, because ultimately everybody knows what is there given in the textbook, right?
Yeah.
But these are the life skills, and these life skills are very important.
Yeah.
Once given it to the children, they will remember it forever.
Forever. And like what I am observing nowadays, most of the teachers, we think that okay, we have two responsibilities. One, to keep children disciplined, mouth shut, discipline. Second, results should be coming. Right. So all the time we keep giving children homework, complete the syllabus, complete the, whatever is given in the, so that you can show it to principal that my result is good. Two things we focus, right? But that is not teaching. Children have much more capability. They can learn if you inspire them. Just inspire children and see what magic they can do, Rama ma'am. I'm happy to share here, if we teach them one activity, they will come up with 4 more. I have done this also. So their capability is a lot. But we are just restricting our children with just particular framework.
One box. One box, and that is the report card which we keep comparing it with that, because that is not actually the report card of a life. You need these kind of things in your report card to make your life more outshining as such.
And
So
even for report cards, Rama ma'am, if child is inspired,
Yeah.
child will study. You have to create interest in study. But instead of creating interest, we are killing the interest, right? So create interest in the child for your subject and see what magic child can do,
children love that, ma'am, touch of love, affection, right?
And joy. Joy,
Yeah,
happy.
and joy. Yeah. And then if you press these buttons, automatically, the brain fog evaporates, right?
Yeah. So thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.